The ZEISS Horizon Anamorphic lenses are here, and they have some very interesting features.
You're watching CineD, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi guys, I'm Johnny from CineD, and I'm here with Sandeep from ZEISS. Sandeep, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Johnny.
I have to tell you something. Never in my show covering career, I never saw the ZEISS booth so full and so noisy. What's happening?
So that makes two of us, firstly. So we have two new lenses. We've got the Panoptis 65 as well as the Horizon Anamorphics. We also have the Atmas, which we released earlier this year. So yeah, we have a lot of new lenses to showcase.
Okay, so of course a lot of new offering. Maybe one of them we will touch a bit later because with the new Sony announcement it might quickly fit. So I actually want to talk about the Horizon Anamorphic lenses, 2x anamorphic. Very interesting, very innovative, and maybe you can take me through what's new.
Okay, so obviously they're 2x anamorphic lenses, but they cover full frame. They're meant for full frame. We have 7 lenses. The T23, except for the 200 millimeter, which is T29. The interesting bit is the motors are internalized, and the lens doesn't look like a conventional lens.
Yeah, I have to say it looks very futuristic, even more futuristic in reality than on photos, I have to say. So when you say that the motors are inside, are we talking really gears? Or because I heard already some people having some concerns that will break. So are we talking real gears inside, or what's going on in the lens?
So it's not a geared system as you would imagine. The lenses are not spinning. The lenses are actually on a gimbal, so the optical group is moving back and forth, but there's no spinning of the lenses. But also when it comes to safety and robustness, there's a lot of emphasis and a lot of work put into the lens being very, very efficient and robust. We have protection, electric protection from the PL mounts, which is how the lens is powered, as well as on the other side, we have a LEMO pin. So both of them have surge protection. So the lens is very well protected for those kind of concerns. The motor also, it's a Maxon motor. It's the same motor technology that is being used on the Mars helicopter. So their motor's basically designed for absolutely mission critical, no fail scenarios.
That will be very interesting to find out within 1-2 years that the lenses are in the market, and ask you an honest question, like if there's any failure rate, because at the end we're talking about equipment, yeah.
Yes. So we obviously at ZEISS we test everything. So the spec was written to do 50,000 cycles. So one cycle is going from MOD to infinity and back. So the spec was written to do 50,000 cycles. The motors basically did 100,000 cycles until another engineer said, I need that test kit now. So we had to abandon it midway.
So every lens will go through this cycle before being packed and shipped?
No, well, not every lens. That's what the test parameters are, what we design our lenses for.
Okay, sounds very interesting. Now, there's a little window here, like a LCD display. What it's for, and maybe we can dive more into the specifications. Like when you say motor find, is it only focus or it's also aperture? What do we have here?
So these are primes, firstly. So focus and iris. So you have an LED, and the LED is for the menu. So you can change, the menu allows you to change from feet to meters. It'll allow you to increase the brightness. You can change from the brightness of the screen itself. Then you also have the ability to switch from just the digits itself to scale. So you can expand the scale, you can compress the scale, but also you have the ability to change language. So nifty features, and there are a few other features that we're going to put into the lens in the future.
Is there a way to update the firmware of the lens itself?
Yes, absolutely. There is a way to update the firmware. We have a Limo connector on the other side, so you will be able to connect to it and update firmware. It's actually something that we will be using quite often.
Something that just came to my mind, because you were talking about updating and be able to control different parameters. Is there also an app that can be connected? Is there any Bluetooth chip here or something?
No, we have an app that we can connect to the lens itself. At the moment, it's proprietary to ZEISS. We're still developing the lens, so we'll possibly release a version of it for customers.
And then you will be able to control the lens with an app?
Oh yeah, we already can do that, but it won't be an app, wireless app or anything. Currently, it's wired.
Okay, I understand. How long have you been working on such a lens?
This is taking about 6 years.
6 years. So when I was much younger, you started to think about the lens, and now when I'm just about to retire, joke, you brought it to the market.
Yeah. Now we've been working in it for quite some time now. Also, we had COVID in the middle, but we worked all through COVID, so there's a lot of development in place happening. We continued all through COVID developing this lens. So yeah.
Is that a response to a market demand, or this is something that your engineers and the team came up with?
Well, ZEISS is always focused on innovation, so it's something that we were always looking at. Innovation is at the heart of what ZEISS does. So this is something that we were really, really focusing on, and we've heard a lot of rental companies and camera crews talk about all the cables. Would be nice to have a unified unit. So we said, okay, take the challenge, we'll do it.
And why was the decision to do 2x squeeze here and not do something? Because, of course, we know 2x is very common in cinema. On the other hand, 1.5 is also becoming very popular, or maybe this is something we might see in the future?
Yeah, I mean, good question. Two times anamorphic is quite a popular format in Super 35. For large formats, obviously, we have a much larger, let's say, a canvas. But we were looking at the 2x. We like the stretch of the 2x. There's quite a few DOPs and cinematographers who like to see 2x because of the spatial distancing that you get within 2x. So the stretch is something that is quite hard. It's stronger than a 1.5 or 1.3. But that doesn't mean you don't have to think anything less or 1.5, 1.3. It's just that ZEISS prefers a 2x. I personally also like a 1.5, 1.3.
So what are the chances? Let me ask something different. Before, what are the chances that we're going to see those in a very modest price? But before, I want to ask, when it comes to lens characteristics, are we looking at a very clean lens or something that has already some image aesthetic built into it? Describe, please.
So the ideology is that it has a very neutral baseline look. And the idea is that we want cinematographers, or want to allow cinematographers to build on that, and then break that image the way they want to. So one of the things that we will have is we're going to have an interchangeable look system. So essentially, what will happen is there's going to be the lens itself is ships as LPL. So we're going to have an LPL mount with an element that is going to essentially detune the base look of this lens. So that's...
When you talk about the base look, you mean that the streaks will be in different colors already?
You will have, you mean the flaring streaks? Yes, it has very mild streaks, horizontal flaring. It flares blue, but not very saturated streaks. It's kind of light and mellow.
But are you able to change the color of the flares?
No, you could probably modify it a little bit, but at the moment, we can do a lot of things, but That's not what we're looking at the moment. We're looking more to overcorrect or introduce spherical aberrations to the lens to dirty it up.
We know that one of the issues with anamorphic lenses in general is the minimum focus distance. What are we talking about here? Of course, you have 7 lenses, you said, and probably each one is a little bit different. But the one with the best minimum focus, maybe you remember?
Yes. The 40 millimeter does about 2.46, I believe, feet.
One word about the new Panoptis, which obviously gaining a lot of traction. Who came up with this name?
I put the name in a bucket of 40 names. It got chosen. Panoptis means the all-seeing giant.
What is so unique about this lens?
So it's a 65 millimeter format lens. It has an image circle of 59.9 millimeters. So pretty much covers the Alexa 265 sensor, and also will cover the 65 millimeter area of the new Sony sensor. Apart from Blackmagic's Cine 17K and the Fujifilm Eterna, GFX Eterna. There are 10 lenses, 10 focal lengths. They're all T22, very consistent, and they're LPL only. So yeah, stay tuned, very consistent and have a very pleasing look. One of the focus is it's got a very good forgiving skin tone, and they flare quite well, good nice amber flares. So.
Somehow it looks that the company is not very open to share the pricing of the new lenses. Why is that?
We're still working on the pricing, so we will have pricing on it out soon. The lens is still a little bit under development, so we're going to release that quite soon. So.
Whatever you choose, that's my honest feedback. Just drop 10. Yeah, no, of course, this is a rental item, and I really wonder if in the long run, this type of technology, you'll be able to bring it more to the crowd and maybe even independent filmmakers, because that's what we need. Last question. Should some people be fearing their job because of this lens, like focus pullers and so on?
Absolutely not. The focus pullers are in the heart of this lens technology, and that's one of the main reasons why we've integrated lens control systems to work with the lens. So at the moment, they have to use an ARRI ecosystem, a Hi-Fi and an L-Cube ecosystem to work with the lens, or a Preston system, like I have the hand unit 4 with me at the moment, and also the new ALC. But yes, focus pullers, you still need focus pullers, you need ACs to work with this lens.
Are you planning on bringing a wider range of like Preston and ARRI?
Absolutely. I mean, the industry industry works with various different LCS systems. So we are talking to C-Motion, we're talking to Teradek, and there's others who want to integrate with the lens. We will very happily oblige and talk to them. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Anything that I forgot? Anything that you would like to add?
No, I think that we've pretty much covered everything. Yeah. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Really nice talking to you. Thank you. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.